Hi and welcome to Radio International. Next to me is Alexandra Pascalidou. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Perfect.
Yasu, Alexandra.
Tikani. Oh my, you sound like a Greek.
Oh, thank you very much.
You do.
Wasn't that you who told me that back in 2005 in Kiev? Because you were there.
Yes, I was there.
But what did you do there?
Magic moment.
Tell us.
No, I was representing Greece at that time. I was the hostess of the Greek national competition. I presented a show every Friday night, a live show called Euromania, with a Eurovision show every Friday night for, was it 10 or 12 weeks in a row, where me and we traveled around Europe.
Wow.
I was interviewing artists that had been in Eurovision and so on, and then finally I was the commentator for Greece in Kiev, in Ukraine, and Eurovision 2005. And
wow.
You know, it was the first time that Greece won. Elena was a friend of mine from Sweden.
Okay.
We're both Greeks from Sweden, and we were quite new in Greece, both of us, and it was so magic because I mean, I started crying during the, while I was commenting, because it was unbelievable what was happening. So I remember that like a beautiful, beautiful dream.
So you were crying on air while the show was still on?
Yes.
So we can actually still hear it if we watch the
tape. Yes, of course. And it was, I had a Eurovision year. 2005 was really a Eurovision year because I presented the Swedish semi-final, the first one.
Yes, right.
And then, those 6 months in Greek TV were only dedicated to Eurovision. So I love the contest, and I also love the idea of openness, of diversity, of this liberal, warm hug to Europe, and this theme, We Are One, is very close to my heart, and I've been struggling for that during my whole life.
Talking about openness, even Melodifestivalen was very open because you hosted a show with the Turkish guy, Sean Atchi, I think.
Yeah, that's right, that's right, exactly. He was in fact of Kurdish origin, but he was originally from Turkey. Yeah, it was fascinating. And I was wearing a dress, it was like 6 meters, the skirt was 6 meters, and I was supposed to dance in it, and I danced, of course.
To do the opening act,
yeah, to the opening, but it was very funny because also the dress was very international, very, it was supposed to symbolize the cultural diversity or something, so it looked African somehow. No, but I love the openness in this contest. You can meet anybody here, you can wear anything you want, you can cross all borders, and I think that this is the utopia. This is the world we all should live in. If every day could be like Eurovision, oh, life would be so nice.
So Alexandra, tell us, how did you get involved with this?
Well, the Swedish TV asked me if I could do it, and I was like, I didn't even have to think about it. I was like, of course I can, and I want, and I will. So here I am, and I have the pleasure and the honor to meet all these artists and the delegations, and to be a small puzzle, a small piece of this huge organization.
So apart from Greece and Sweden, do you have any particular favorite in this competition?
You know, this is a very difficult question because I have Sweden in my heart. I've been living here for 35 years. I have a Swedish passport. Sweden made me who I am. I am Greek, so I have Greece in my heart. I was born in Romania, so I also like Romania. And then my grandparents were born in Georgia, as I told you. And I mean, if you check my roots, they are and my father has been living in former Yugoslavia. And I've been traveling so much, and I have friends all over. So, to be honest, I love all the European countries, and so I don't really judge countries. I judge the music, the artists, the charisma, their way of communicating. That's why I judge. And this year, I think it's very hard.
So you can't pick one of them.
And what I love also is that you see cooperations across the borders. You know, you have Greek talented, creative people working with Azerbaijan, you have Swedes working for Georgia, you have so many, and I love that. So I have some favorites this year, and I'm like very weak for love songs.
Really? You like ballads?
Yeah, I like, those, but no, I have so many, it's very hard to tell.
What are you doing nowadays? Do you host any shows in Sweden?
I do, I'm a freelance journalist, so I do radio, I do TV, I did a documentary called What's Wrong with the Greeks, on the Greek crisis, and I write my 6th book, so the book is going to be published in September, and I write articles in newspapers, I do so many things, and so this is not really work for me, this is more a pleasure. It's a gift, it's a privilege to be here,
Wow.
So I identify with all these fans coming from all over Europe because I'm not only a journalist here, I'm like also a fan.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Alexandra, thank you very much for taking some time and
thank you so
for Radio
much.
International. Have a lot of fun this week here and may the best song win, of course.
Thank you so much. Who is your favorite?
My favorite? Look at have you seen my mobile phone case?
La suerte 12 points! Oh, Robin. It's great. It's a great song. It's a great song.
Was he your favorite Melodifestivalen?
This year?
Yeah.
Well, I have to admit, I really liked Berang Miri.
Oh yeah, that was good.
And really I thought it was like, it was like we are one. Yeah. It had the message with all the languages and everything. But Robin, everything, and it was like a song that everybody could sing. It was very easy. But there were so many. I mean, Swedes are so good in producing hits.
They are.
Absolutely. I mean, we have to admit that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like
I agree.
Music phenomenon. Yeah. Can you say that?
Yeah. Phenomenon.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you
so much.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ. Oh, you're welcome. Ευχαριστώ is a difficult word to say.
Is it?
Ευχαριστώ.
I used to live in Greece. So.
You listen. That's where did you live?
In Kerkira.
In Kerkira?
Yes.
What did you do there?
I used to work in tourism.
Oh, that's why. Okay, now I understand.
So that's
so nice.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to you.